Hello, beautiful souls. Hope you are all doing well. I was just about to head out to get some things done and prep for what's to come for this week. I actually wanted to come on really quickly. I received some insights and some downloads, and I felt that it's time for me to share. So I'm coming on here to share with you some exciting things specific to this insight that I received. So I've been feeling a little bit of a disconnect with a few things within work and business, and the insight that I received was so powerful. Um, what I've noticed with working one-on-ones, working in groups, and working with people in the area of release and transformation at the unconscious and energetic levels as a wholeness guide, looking at both parts. I look at the energetic side, but I also look at the human unconscious, subconscious things. The one thing that I've noticed that has been so pivotal and has led me down this journey is that I've noticed that a lot of the presenting problems that people are exhibiting and what they're feeling, what they're experiencing, for the most part, I've noticed that this is due to a misalignment to their numerology soul codes. So many of you that have been following me know that beautiful Laura and I have collaborated on what is Numerology, our Facebook group. However, the past several months since my Facebook has been taken over and has been hacked, I have absolutely no accessibility to Facebook, and I've been completely banned as they've completely taken over my account, these scammers that are basically using my profile to scam my connection, my investor connection, for this crypto scam. So I know I'm kind of deterring here from my thought. So needless to say, I'm no longer I've been removed part of that group. I have no access to Facebook. However, on my YouTube channel, we were doing monthly what our numerology calls regarding numerology. So for anyone following me and is curious to hear more, go in my playlist. There is a What is Numerology playlist with all videos regarding topics that we have had lives for and have talked about that. Also, I've done some other videos within my channel specific to numerology as well. So if you're looking to learn more. So with that said, the synergy I've been noticing is that people's soul codes. So you say, what is a soul code? So just to keep this video short, I'm going to just kind of summarize. We have 6 soul codes. However, I like to focus on the main 3, which are your day of birth, life path, life purpose, and your destiny number. These ones really, really directly impact our human space, but on that level of energetic, but also that conscious and that unconscious, that physical and that metaphysical space, within our lives. So I tend to like to really focus on that. And yes, sometimes I bring the other 3 into if somebody wants a full, complete picture of all 6. So the day of birth is simply, it's that initiation, it's that creation number. Your day of birth expresses and shows who you are, how you do things, express yourself from moment to moment, and is a pivotal part of a new beginning, new creation. So even for those of you in business, your date that you registered your business or your date of launch will represent this vibration and that number specific to that. Your life path or life purpose number is specific to, I like to look at it as your why for being here. And it also expresses the energy around the journey of your life and how you maneuver in this time and space. As for your destiny is your life, how you are meant to express and align to your life's work, or in other words, your career or your business, and whether or not you're aligned to that. So these are your three pivotal. So what I have noticed being a master in the numerology space, and this is really highly connected to my psychic and my intuitive abilities, and I'm able to really, really read people very quickly and understand their misalignment, especially if they're coming to me for a problem or they're looking for clarity or direction. It's most of the time I'm noticing that it's usually a misalignment. However, those misalignments to those codes, those soul codes, also create patterns, unconscious patterns, limiting beliefs and limiting decisions. So it leads to those subconscious, unconscious programs that we create ourselves just by experiencing life and going through life this way. So there is definitely a synergy between the two. So I'm sharing this with you because I've noticed this, and I've constantly said to myself, well, how can we bring together, creating that true release in a way that is very specific to people's codes? And this is the introduction to HypnoCode. So I've been working on for quite a while to really develop this new space called HypnoCode. So HypnoCode is the combination of that awareness, is truly understanding your soul codes. What does it look like to be aligned to those codes? What does it look like to be misaligned to those codes? Is receiving those readings and understanding who you are at those physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual levels using the tool of numerology, as well as then using hypnosis to create the releases around those limiting beliefs, those patterns, those shifting the values, that are not aligned to where you want to be. And it's using hypnosis to create those neurological changes from being misaligned from your own soul codes to full alignment and suggestive installs to create that change, to create that programmable change at those subconscious, unconscious levels. So I'm combining these two powerful tools in a way to truly create change. So with that said, so I'll give you an example. So for somebody, I'll use the examples of actually for my next YouTube Live tomorrow that is going to be specifically around this HypnoCode. So to give you an example, tomorrow's YouTube Live is going to be specific to creating focus, is releasing, is creating momentum and focus in the area of basically, I'm drawing a blank right now. So my apologies. So it's creating extreme focus when, creating focus and alignment when feeling burnt out and when feeling lack of energy and lack of focus. So it's creating that high power momentum focus from being in a space of burnout or being in a space of distraction, and creating that momentous focus in whatever it is that you need to do. So this is the one. So to specifically share, when looking at a misalignment of soul codes, this would be tailored. This type of hypnosis live that I'm doing tomorrow would be targeted for people that have soul codes of 1, 4, and 7, that have a soul code root number. So day of birth, life path, and destiny. So if you are familiar with that and use the Pythagorean system and know your soul codes in this space, then to give you an example, the number 1 is the visionary leader. So the visionary leader takes action, is confident, moves forward. It takes that stance of grounded knowingness and confidence. The shadow side, however, of the visionary leader is indecisiveness, is not sure, is not in a space of power, is confused on which direction to go. So that is how some of the lighter shadow sides of the 1 shows up. So for the number 4, this is the master builder number. So the master builder is the one that, these are the people that are CEOs. These are the people that are the managers of big corporations. These are the people that create and build systems and create and build in a step-by-step manner, very seamlessly and very intuitively. The shadow side of the 4 is when they become overworked, energy is drained, they become burnt out, and and what happens when they get into these states, they feel very burdened, and they become very rigid, and they become very stubborn. So these are the shadow sides of the master builder. Now for the number 7, for root number 7, this is the psychic and focus master. So this is where, when the 7 is in a space of really delving into those deeper spaces and researching, they are highly spiritual and intuitive, and they receive lightning insights. And when they're receiving that, it's about grounding in those insights and moving forward. The shadow side of 7 is focusing on the past, bringing in negative experiences, negative energies that from the past into their now, which could create indecisiveness, confusion, and really not grounded in what they're meant to be doing and expressing. So those are examples of how we could physically and mentally experience life when you have these codes within your soul codes and you're exhibiting those shadow sides. So moving forward, I'm really going to be focusing on really introducing HypnoCode into my YouTube lives. So for anyone that is curious on learning, okay, I want to know my codes because I'm curious now on learning more. Comment here, comment, your day of birth. So for anyone that is interested in learning those 3 main codes, please provide your full date of, your full date of when you were born. But if you could not do that numerically, just tell me if you were born, like I was born December 31st, 1979, write that down. And also, if you want to know about your career, your destiny number, write your full birth certificate name in the comment section, and I will be gladly able to depict and show you. So if you're really want to focus on your day of birth, your life path, your destiny, or whatever area, comment which area you want me to focus on, and I'm more than glad to share that one piece of information. So remember, just post that and I will provide you some insight and then subscribe, share this video and subscribe. So moving forward, my bi-weekly YouTube lives will be really focused on HypnoCode, on those specific soul codes. So wanted to share that with you. Thank you for being here. And anyone that would be curious to hear more about this, please subscribe, like, share, and comment. Comment below on, providing one of the areas that you would really like to focus on. And I'd be more than glad to provide you that piece of information, that soul code for you. Anyways, thank you. Talk soon. And have a good day. Till tomorrow. Bye.